YouTube, and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me today. Today I just came to show you some projects that I've completed, and also I'm working on my blocks so I can start embroidering for my for the baby quilts that I had prepared. I also have this machine. I haven't turned it on yet, so I'm going to turn it on after the video. And then, but I came to show you some other projects that I have worked on. So one of the projects that I worked on, I made some earrings on the Glowforge. And these are some jean earrings. And then I used some hot fix crystals to put some hot fix crystals on them. And then I also have this pair. I also have this pair. And I had a round pair that had hot fix crystals all on them, but a friend purchased those already. But I have this pair. And then I also made this pair. And I also made this pair. So those are some of the earrings. And then I did finish my boards that I was painting. I have to mask them. So it was a big round board, but I put it in the Glowforge and cut this part off so it will be easier to cut because the whole thing does not fit in the Glowforge. So I have this one and it's painted on both sides. I have this one that has some black splatter on it, so I'll use this side for cut the earrings. And then I also have this purple board. And then I also have this burgundy, and this was some of that metallic that I got from Michaels. I forgot what it's called. And then I also have this black board. I also have this blue one. So you'll be seeing earrings out of that. And I did cut earrings out of this, but I didn't mask this, and so it got burnt all around it, and I didn't like that. And then even on the back. So I'm going to mask this part right here. I'm going to mask the part down here and then cut some different earrings and see if I get a different result. Also, what else do I have to show you? This is what I'm going to use to mask the board with. This is just some tape. I got this, it's Tape Man Blue. I got this off of Amazon, so I'm going to put this on the board to mask it before I cut it. And then I also came to show you, oh, that's what it is. That's where the flowers are there. Okay. So I'm going to put these right here. And then I finished my aunt's project. Sorry about that. I finished my aunt's project. And I wanted to show you those. So I got this whole bucket is full of them. So they're different. I don't know if you can see that. But they have like little flowers in the center. Well, some of them have flowers, not all of them. That one has a heart. This one has like a little flower and a rose. This one just has a diamond. And on the back, they all have a magnet that I glued on there. And this has like a little heart. Different kind of heart. This one has a little flower and a bow. I'm looking for different kinds. This one just has a rose. And I pre-packaged them all up because I wanted to get the project finished. This one has a flower. So they just all have something a little bit different. They don't all have the same thing. They all do have a magnet on the back, and they're all double. This is that balsa wood that I got from Joann's when they were going out of business, and I got the whole box of it for $5. It was 198 pieces of balsa wood, and the balsa wood is like 4 inches by 24 inches long. They were regular $11 each, but the store was going out of business, and I think it was one of the last days, and so the manager sold me the whole box for $5. And when I got home and counted them all, it was 198 of them. So I just make little projects with them, so that's why I doubled it. So it's a double stack. And then these are the flowers that I use to put on there. Some of these flowers. And I got these flowers from, I think, Michael's, when they used to have them in the little milk bottle, probably like so many years ago, I won't even say. But, and then I got this little storage container. I think I got this storage container from Tuesday Morning. And it has all these little slots in it. So you just kind of like open up the slot and you slide it around to the color that you want, and then you just shake the flowers out. So I have that. And then the last project that I have today, I watched some, I'm not watching YouTube videos right now, so I was watching a show that I watched with my daughter when I was in Virginia. She got me hooked on this show, so I watched this show with her. So they had some new episodes, so I wanted to see those new episodes. And so while I watched those episodes today, it was 4 of them, I crocheted these hats. So I crocheted this one, and this yarn that I used for this one, it's called Songbird Stripes, and this is how much I have left. So, and then I have one more ball of this out in my garage. So I think I'm going to make a scarf. And then I have this hat. This one came out pretty big. I think I'm not sure what I did, but it came out really big. And this one is called Fuzzy Slippers. And this is how much I have left of that. I made this hat, and this is called Jazz Stripes, and this is how much I have left. And this is some more Granny Square yarn, and this one is Black Rad Party. That's what this one's called. So I have a couple of these hats already because I had some of this yarn. And I can get probably like maybe 3 or 4 hats out of one skein of this. At least 3, I know. And I have one more. And the one I have left is this one. And this is the new little beanie pattern that I make up. And I made up on the fly. And the name of that yarn is called Flapper Girl. And this is how much I have left. So I think that's all I have for you today. And I'm thinking about a project that I'm going to do with these. I have some beads with really, really big holes in them. And then I have some clamps that I got to go on the end of these because I was going to do a different project. But I think I'm going to use these for the big hole. And there's a bunch of colors in here. A bunch of colors. And I got this box off of Amazon. So how many colors are in here? I think it's 25 assorted colors, and it's like a lace bracelet. 2.65 milligram. So yeah, so stay tuned for what I do with that. And then the only other thing that I have is I painted some of my pages in my soap journal. So this is my soap journal. That's my son that I soap with every day. If we don't soap, we at least read the scriptures. So let's see. So what I started doing was painting some of the pages with some, I'll show you what I used in a second. But I like to write on colored pages. I just took a bunch of watercolor paints that I had, a set that I've had for a long time. I was surprised that it still worked. But so, and when I write over them, I will come back and show you some of my notes or some of what it looks like to write over over the pages. Let's see, my other book is over here somewhere that I used that I did. Oh, there it is. But so yeah, so I painted a bunch of the pages. I won't bore you with all of them, but I painted a bunch of pages. Just took it and so that's what I did as well since the last time I made a video. Okay, let's see. Let's take all of these and put them back, and then I've showed this journal before, but this is the same concept as the writing over paint and stuff, kind of like this. When I put like just little globs of paint on my pages and write over the globs of paint. So that's what I did. And I think, well, these are paints and watercolors. And, well, let's see. And then this is what I use to color those pages. And I've had this set I got it at Ross's, probably a couple of years ago. And so this is what I use to do my pages. So I think that's all I have to show for you today. I'm going to go back doing my embroidery. I'm going to fire up my other machine so they can be going at the same time. And when I get some more completed for my embroidery project, my blankets, my little baby blankets, I will come back and show you what they look like. Thanks for watching. God bless. You have an awesome and an amazing day. Be blessed, my friends. Bye.